the reaction to what happened in Israel has showed us a disturbing window into how widespread Jew hatred and evil is. It's been a massive wake-up call for some people. I mean, college students, elites that are cheering it on, that are saying it's terrific what happened. And the butchery, the savagery. And I mean, it's not hard to understand how the Holocaust happened. And
Charlie, can I ask you a question, bro? Like the squad, because we saw reports, somebody from, I'm guessing it was Fox. They were going up to, what's her name? Not Ilhan Omar. Who's the other one?
Rashida Tlaib.
Rashida Tlaib.
Right there.
And they're just asking her, and if it's okay, we'll show it. They're just asking her, are you cool with children getting beheaded? I get that you're from Palestine, and I understand that you have the flag.
Somebody asked a question.
She was born in America.
Play the clip.
She's born in America, but that's...
And some of them were beheaded right in front of their parents, and then their parents were killed after the parents had to watch their babies beheaded. So that's what, and then she has a Palestinian flag outside of her office. So Hillary's asking her about, do you condone what's happening?
Watch.
Terrorists have cut off babies' heads and burned children alive. Do you support Israel's rights to defend themselves against this brutality?
Her handler's in front.
You can't comment about Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads. Do you condone what Hamas has done, chopping off babies' heads, burning children alive, raping women in the street?
Look at that. She doesn't give a shit.
Oh, of course she
doesn't care.
Why would she?
She doesn't care. She follows her all the way to the elevator. I would have gone in with her.
Being chopped off?
Look. Well, what is he gonna do? Like, well, who is this guy? Get out of here, bro.
Congressman, why do you have the Palestinian flag outside your office if you do not condone what Hamas terrorists have done to Israel?
Yeah. Because think about this, because Adam, two things can exist. Two things can exist in the same time, right, guys? You can denounce what Hamas is doing to the innocent lives, and at the same time still say my heart goes out to the Palestinians and the children that are going to be affected.
Yes, I mean it's a typical political answer. Terrible what happened. Please leave me alone. You know, let's let tension simmer. But she's silent. You know why? Her constituency supports this.
Yep.
And we don't have time to get into that, Patrick. But it has been a big disappointment how many American Muslims have been vocal in support of this. It's been a massive, massive disappointment.
One thing to consider is, look, as a Jew, you know, I empathize with the people of Gaza. I do. Like, if you're dealing in this sort of quasi open air prison style system on lockdown, I get it. Why would you be angry? But you also have to look in the mirror. You've elected Hamas to be over 50% of your government. That is ISIS. That is Hezbollah.
Yes.
That is Al-Qaeda. That's who you've elected. Now, for the other half that did not elect them, I empathize with you. But here's the next question. You talked about the allies or the peace treaties that Israel has, whether it's Jordan, whether it's Egypt, whether they're working on.
They have to be very careful.
The country right next to Gaza is what?
Egypt.
Egypt.
Yes, they don't.
So let's focus on Egypt for a second.
They don't want them.
Okay, why won't Egypt open up their borders? The Sinai Peninsula is right there.
That's right.
Massive desert. Why won't they open their borders to help their fellow Muslim Brotherhood? Why won't they do that? Because they know once they open those borders, it's not just innocent civilians coming through.
That's exactly
It is Hamas,
right.
militant Islamic terrorists.
Everyone in the region knows the truth.
That will be showing up to Egypt. So everyone wants to place blame on Israel, and I get it. But let's talk about your friends Egypt right there being like, no, nothing to see here. No, why not Egypt?
What Netanyahu should do, if we had an American president, which we don't, we have a traitor in the Oval Office, is the next flight should be to the Middle East and say, Bibi, we give you $4 billion a year. Don't invade yet. You can do your rockets or whatever. And you bring in the King Abdullah from Jordan. You bring in whoever is Al-Sisi still running Egypt? I can't keep track. You bring in anyone who's sympathetic, and you have a joint press conference, or you first a meeting with Bibi and say, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in and kill Hamas, okay? And you let the Arab leaders talk. Deep down, the Arab leaders actually hate Hamas. Like, they really do. They know it's aligned with Iran.
Yes.
You got to get these guys in a room. You got to have some sort of an agreement, some sort of... Because here, the problem is, again, overreaction. It's just going to take one of these actors. All it takes is for Egypt to say, our neutrality is gone. Woof. Man, that would be a disaster. It would be a disaster for the world. But that's where American leadership can come in, right? Mm-hmm. Trump would do that immediately. He did the Abraham Accords. Joe Biden has everyone at war Donald Trump had peace with Israel, Saudi Arabia, the UAE. He had flights going from the UAE to Israel. Still does because of what Donald Trump did. And Joe Biden has babies being butchered in Israel.